Hello, collective. Welcome to another energy reading. Please take your resonates. Let's get into it. So you might get a message as well from this person. The overall message for you guys is that this person really loves you, like they're in love with you. Is this the song? No. The song is Good Enough by Bobby Brown. With that being said, if we're gonna base anything on the lyrics, you could be dealing with an Aquarius, okay? And the lyrics is pretty explicit. It talks about making sure that their person is pleased sexually. So it could have been in the situation for you guys that a sexual encounter with your person made them realize that they're in love. Okay, it's kind of like, okay, I am in love with this person. It's not just sexual. They got my heart, soul, and my body. Okay, it's a wrap. Let's put a ring on it. I don't know about the ring, but we're gonna see with the cards. Okay, but they're definitely in love. Okay, to summarize it, if you're gonna base it on the lyrics, that sexual encounter solidify their love for you. Okay, that's how we went down between collective and their person or this person. Okay, now not based on the lyrics and whatnot, but specific insight for specific people. What I actually channeled, interesting enough, in Japanese. There was a time I was studying Japanese very frequently. It's been a year, okay, or a year or two. All of a sudden, the Japanese in me is coming through. So what I channeled was "I shitteru," okay, and that means I love you, and this is why that's also part of this message, okay. I googled it in more so clear definition because I don't want to butcher anything. This phrase translates to "I love you." It conveys a deep romantic love. It's often used in serious romantic relationship. Okay? Basically, it's reserved for people with strong feelings towards a partner, a spouse, or someone they are deeply in love with. It implies a commitment and a deep emotional connection. Okay? So, if we take the lyrics out of the context, okay, this person could be your spouse, your future spouse, or you guys are already married. This is already solidified, that's my boyfriend, girlfriend type of relationship. For others, you guys are just dating or hooking up, but it's not just the sex. If we're gonna go based on the lyrics, go look it up. Good Enough by Bobby Brown is very sexual. It has sexual undertones, okay? But for your case, in this case, it is not, okay? It is partnership, spouse, or dating with emotions, or having sex with emotions, okay? I think that's it though. Why am I, sorry for over explaining. I also feel like them expressing this ashiteru to you is something that is very scary, okay? Just overall, I feel men, but particularly in the Japanese culture, for them to express how they feel is not really common. You know, I feel like, get me, your person expressing their emotions, Japanese or not, but having on the masculine, it's not really, they're just not gonna tell you they love you just for the sake of "I love you," okay? I guess when they do, it's like, oh my god, I need to, like, this is serious, this is for life, okay? They can have infatuations, they can be sexually attracted to somebody, they could be in the "I like you" state, very much I like you, but for them to be like, "I love you, I see a future," or, you know, the funny thing is, they could even see a future with you, but it's kind of like, it doesn't necessarily have to be based on feelings. But this one is collective, okay? Sorry for the over explaining. I do feel like there's a huge anxiety or culture shock with them feeling the way they do. Perhaps just based on the sexual encounters, they just feel like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm loving them just based on that. But they do. Okay? Now, message number 2. Somebody is hating because your person loves you the way they do. Maybe they didn't expect them to fall in love, but they did. And they do. And message 2. Listen, I list it all down. I list this thing all down to read everything specific for you guys. This is not a joke, okay? I always say this. It'd be easier if we just a song and we can just get on it. But that's not what this is here for. That's not how my readings go, okay? So, like I was saying, somebody's hating on the fact that your person loves you the way they do. Or they just hate the fact that you guys are gonna love each other the way you guys do, okay? And I already mentioned the Aquarius part. That is based on the lyrics because the artist is an Aquarius, okay? Now, message number 3.1. You may become their wife after this encounter, or spouse, okay? Guess I don't know who's watching. But if you're not already their spouse, okay? Wife, spouse, you are going to be, okay, collective? And then I channeled Tadaima, another Japanese word that means I'm home, okay? So basically you're their home, or that's gonna be a thing, like infusing culture, you know? It might be a little bit of a culture shock, but it's like you guys are blending. I don't know if you're like interracial or if it's like different tribes. I don't know, maybe you were like studying like I am, but I'm obviously not succeeding. Okay, so I also channeled in February. So for some of you guys, you kind of already met, okay? Or you already solidified this relationship, or they already came to a conclusion that they love you. What I also, after that, February, if it's not that, it could also be zodiac sign based. So for instance, in February, I believe it's Pisces season and Aquarius. So I guess it goes hand in hand. If not, please don't take that, okay? But something took place in February. I also channeled my mom and my dad approves. They're waiting for you, okay? So their parents approved. There we go. That's for somebody. And then we got shocked and surprised. So even though, I don't know if they've already told you in February, or maybe they talked to their parents in February, but their parents approved, but the mother figure might be a bit shocked and surprised. I don't know if it's based on the pace of how you guys are going to get together, the fact that they're in love with you, or maybe some cultural stuff, okay? Like I mentioned, there might be a shock. I don't know if it's shocked or surprised, okay? I feel like the mother might drop something, but I don't know if it's based on, again, the pace, them telling them that they love you, or if there's some cultural stuff. I don't know, okay? But to summarize it, the thing is, they don't have to be Japanese, even though I'm channeling in this language. Side note, I don't speak this language fluent. I know a few languages, I'm not gonna lie. I tend to channel in different languages. That is just something that has been a thing all my life. And if I'm like focused on the language for a time, voila, okay? But they could be, but don't have to be. I'm just clarifying my gifts here for you guys, okay? I got this song on the 2nd of March, okay? So it's recent. It's very recent. We're gonna see any changes that's relevant. We're gonna just shuffle a card on the 2nd of March. Welcome to Music Channelings Collective. Alright, so on the 2nd of March, what's relevant here is we got this one here, fresh air. So this made me feel like they want to do a lot of outdoors activity with you. This also feel like they want you to meet the mother of their children if you're not already. Okay. And then we get get this card. Okay, maybe they realize that you're very giving. You know, you balance them out. They also feel like it's the perfect timing. And yeah, you feel like you give them more than what they deserve, and they want to give you everything else in return. Okay. I'm also tuning into, they might not feel like they deserve you as well. So I think that's it though. So now, we go into you shuffle anything that's relevant for the collective. So we got movies. Okay, for some of you guys, you could watch a lot of movies together, or they want to watch a movie together with you. We got Gaia. Maybe they want to like spend more time at Earth with you. Oh, that's cute though. It sounds cheesy, but it's like, it's giving, I want to live a long life forever on this planet with you. Okay. You got weeks from now, maybe there's going to be some sort of revelation, action, message weeks from now, or they've been planning for this for weeks. Okay. I'm also tuning into like their presentation as well. Dare I say, like for some of you guys are already together. Okay. And maybe they need to break it down to the parents, and they're like, oh my God, all of a sudden from nowhere, they're here for it. Okay. We got nature again. So this person could be very nature centered, like getting walks, you know, being in the sun and the forest, near the seas and the oceans. Like they could be very earthy, or you could be, or they want to do a lot of outdoors activities. It's giving like fresh air. But I'm also tuning into, you could be like a breath of fresh air to your person. Okay, it's very much like you make them feel revitalized. Okay, I know that's right. Listen, going back to the lyrics in itself, I would say this: the sex, it's gonna be 10-10. Okay, let's do a little. Listen, it's gonna be 10-10. That sexual chemistry, and I don't know for how long. Okay, but I'm gonna tell you this: even if it's you guys already married, even if it's before, it's gonna be 10-10. Like they're gonna match the vibes. They're gonna match all the hormones and the pheromones. That's all I gotta say. Personally, I really love that song. Somebody could also be born during the 1980s, or what is this? You know, let's do a little music background. You know, a little. Guess I did it for the other ones. And there's also a little genius.com. Let's see. So on genius.com, okay, so it says here, it peaked on number 7. So number 7 could be symbolic. It's just 1993. So it's not 1980s. Okay, I thought it was like an 80s song. But 1993 could be symbolic. You could be born during that time, or you met during that time, or, you know. For some of you guys, it could be 7 years. Like that number 7 on the 7th could be symbolic. 7 days, weeks, hours could be relevant. Okay, so 1980s and 1993. Okay. But it was actually released on 1992. So 1992 could also be relevant. You met, or that's your guys', you know, date of birth. This is August 25th though. So August 25th, what zodiac sign is during that time? And yeah, somebody's saying could be Bobby. Somebody could have a baby face. Somebody could be from LA. You could be from LA. Somebody saying could be Daryl. And that's everything lyrics based. Hopefully it makes sense. So 25th August. Virgo. You could also be dealing with a Virgo. So we got Virgo, we got Aquarius. I'm mostly channeling Cancer. So there we go. And for some, Leo as well, I think, on the August 25th. Maybe. No, Leo's not included, according to Google, okay? So this has been your little message, okay? Hopefully it helps somebody. Let's do anything else that's relevant. If not, we're going to keep moving. We are going to go on to the lyrics, okay? Alright, so initial time, you might may see, I don't know. So we got D, I think you guys can see it. We got D-E-Y, L, I'm seeing like, okay? So they went from like to I love you, or they really like you, they really like you. Okay, so we got B-E, I'm seeing bad as well. You guys could have spent a lot of time that bad. Maybe after movies, there was always some sexy time or something. I know. Okay, so initial time. B-E-D-L-E-K-Y-S-D-A-R-U L-S-R-A-G-N-K-E-N-S-I-V-N-T. Okay? Somebody could be from Australia. Somebody's name could be Agnes. Somebody could be from Laos. A lot of questions that will get answered. Or I'm also tuning in to just say yes. Okay? Somebody's name could be Ken, Kenneth, Kenny. Okay, something about the tide is also symbolic. When the tide is over or something. Maybe there was some sort of obstacle, but guys are gonna overcome it, okay? I will say whatever the case was like troubling, it was not affecting, it didn't reach you. It was something of like, I need to handle this by myself. Okay. But I'm also tuning into, if your person goes through something, even if you're their spouse, they don't really be opening up their struggling times to you. That's for some of you guys. You might not like that, but I feel it's kind of like, let me handle this, okay? That's for somebody. Okay, collective. Thank you for somebody. And good luck on the journey that is in life.